Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mr. BuildWealth back at it again. If this is your first time joining me, I'm here to share information and resources that can help you get started with building wealth. And as always, before I hop into things, I want to make sure you all know how to reach me. And you can find me, I'm going to put this in the chat right now. This is my website. So if you're curious about the Build Wealth movement, what I'm into, what I'm trying to do, how I'm going to disrupt generational poverty, you can learn all about it at thebuildwealthmovement.com. So for this session, it's entitled Life Changes. And I wanted to talk about this topic specifically because many people struggle with trying to figure out when's the best time to address their financial situation. And any life-changing event means you should review your entire financial plan. And I say entire plan, I mean the entire plan. So for example, when somebody wants to get a house, you literally have to go through all of your finances. Like you can't skimp out on going through your personal finances because you won't be able to get the loan. And so that life-changing event of going through the home purchasing process forces you to address your financial situation. So that's an easy one that most people at that point in their life, they kind of realize that they've never sat down and done that type of work before. And so I kind of coach my clients on getting that habit of any life-changing event that you have, you should sit down and take a look at your finances. And sometimes maybe it's not even you directly. Maybe it's a close family member dies. And then you witness all the shit you got to do when somebody dies. It's a lot. So imagine if, and this is pretty much the reality for most people, when we die, we don't leave our families any instructions. And so a lot of us are having to learn by way of, well, I don't want that shit to happen to me. So then maybe that serves as their wake-up call. And even still, a lot of people still aren't woke when it comes to having some instructions that you're going to leave for your family. So when you get a new job, you're forced to kind of I won't say you're forced, but you're offered a list of benefits that this employer will provide. How many people actually sit down and read through all the benefits that they have access to? Not many. Most of you are just excited that you got the job. You're excited more so around the salary or hourly wage. And then maybe if you have a retirement account, and of course you want to know if you have health insurance. That's usually where it stops. And then you have all these other benefits or access to benefits that you might not have explored because you didn't take the time. Maybe it was just you asking whoever did your onboarding, maybe it's asking him or her, hey, as an employee here, what type of benefits do I have access to? And if you aren't well versed in understanding all of our benefits, who should I call? Is it the HR person? Is it the benefits director? Is it the CEO? I don't care who it is within the firm, but you have got to figure out what you have access to as a new employee. So same thing goes if you get fired. If you lose your job, life-changing event, you might want to get your finances in order. Let's see what else. You get married, you get divorced, you have a child. What else? We could go on for that. Your child goes to college. Your child is beginning school. You have to move. I mean, you think about all these life-changing events. This would be the most opportune time to address your financial situation. And when I say the situation, I mean the entire thing. How many of us actually do that? We get a new job. We're just happy to have the job. We celebrate. We throw a party. You'll go throw a party and celebrate, right? You'll go throw a party or a baby shower baby shower is a big business in this country. Hell, probably the world now. But how many people plan for the college party? How many we're gonna do a college planning party for the kid? We're always excited before they're born. We have this big ass party with the cakes and the pies and the pyrotechnics. I mean, we go ape shit to have a good time and party. And I want people to take a little bit of that same energy and apply it to their financial plan. And so when you have a life-altering event, that is the best time for you to sit down and really assess your overall situation, because now you're either forced to think about it or you have to start questioning some things that you may or may not have done as it relates to your financial plan. So I really challenge all of my clients and everybody to sit down and do the work. It's not going to go away until you face it. So I want to encourage all of you to really think about the next time some life-altering change shows up in your life, that is the best time to sit down and take a look at your financial situation. And if you're not comfortable or confident enough to do it by yourself, I'm ready for you. Call me up. Maybe it's just a 15-minute phone call. Maybe it's something more, maybe it's the BuildWealth playbook that you need. But a lot of us aren't taking the time to do this. And then you're wondering why you can't, or I'll say can't. You wonder why you don't feel like you're financially successful. Because you're not tracking your success. You keep getting jobs or getting promotions, or you move, or you sell a house, you buy a house, but you're still like, how does that really make sense in my situation? And a lot of us don't know. A lot of us continue to stay in the dark, but yet we go to work every day. We, talk to our family every day, our friends, and we're on social media all day long. And all I can think of is, you got all this time for all this other shit, and you can't focus on you for a little bit. I didn't say all the time, but when these life events happen, or even if you're planning for life events, like if you're planning to apply for that promotion, well, expect at some point you're going to get a promotion or you're going to find a new job. So you should already be thinking about, if I'm going to be making more money, where am I going to be sending that money? Am I sending it to my investment accounts, my real estate, paying off debt, paying for insurance? Like, what is it? What is it that I'm planning for? You got to do the plan. You got to do the work. You have to. And the easiest time, even if you're not paying attention to what you're doing now, when life changes, so should your financial plan. Maybe it's a minor change. Maybe it's a massive change. It doesn't matter, because we've all got a different journey. But at any point in your life, when something drastic happens, that is the most opportune time for you to sit down, work on your financial plan. And if you're sitting down by yourself or with your significant other and you're not having a lot of progress, it's time for you to enlist the help of professionals. So I talk about this all the time, of hiring your money team members, and maybe you piece it together. Maybe you need me today. Maybe you don't need me 6 months from now. Maybe you need to start adding people as you go along. And then at some point, it's all going to start just to click. And then every time life happens, you update your plan, you go back to your life. But this, like addressing your financial concerns, won't stress you out as much, because now you've trained yourself. You got that muscle memory to check in all the time. And then you can go back to living. Like, that's the level of comfort that I provide my clients with is, I don't need to talk to you all the time. I'm going to expect you to do what you said you were going to do. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to provide you with resources that, I know will be helpful to you. I will refer you to people that, provide services or products that I cannot provide. And so now you're taking some of that burden off of your plate. We all got 1,000 things we got to get done on any single day. And at some point you just get overwhelmed. And then you say this nonsense to me is that I just don't have enough time to do my financial plan, or I'm too busy. Well, when life changes, that's your reminder. All right. So if you need me, if it's just a 15-minute call that you need to schedule, hit me up. Let's talk it through. If you're curious about some other things that I'm working on, feel free to check out my website, thebuildwealthmovement.com, and just let me know how I can be of service, because I will continue to do all that I can to disrupt generational poverty. All right, everybody. See you next time.